The last step of making your read aloud EPUB is to check that everything is okay. So for validation, we recommend this software. You'll probably find this in your download if you've used CircularFLO. If you download CircularFLO, you'll find a link to Pagina EPUB Checker. Otherwise, it's at pagina.gmbh. Really good, neat software that works on the Mac, and we can integrate with that. So as we drop the finished EPUB onto the desktop, we drop it into a folder called CircularFLO, by the way, and put a timestamp on if there's more than one. Just drops onto your desktop, and that EPUB is opened automatically in EPUB Checker. So here we've got one, and it says there's no problem, this EPUB is valid. And that's usually the case for automatically generated EPUBs, especially with CircularFLO. It's very rare that then anything might be picked up. It's usually something like a misspelt hyperlink or something like that that might cause some problems. And also the little text file. So if we just open up that, it says there's some areas that it wants us to have a look at on page 16, page 17, etc. So we'll have a look at that. But let's open up the EPUB and see what we've got. So this is the finished one we've just made. There's our little button on page 3. So tap that button.
A horse named Steve. Written and illustrated by Kelly Collier. Published by Kids Can Press.
So we've put in an automatic page turn as well.
This is Steve. Steve is a fine horse, but he thinks he could be finer.
Okay, great. It's all working. So we've got live text here, and as I was showing right at the start, you can tap on a word to get to that point.
Forest, Steve stumbles across a beautiful gold horn.
Now, on a short book like this, you might want to just read the whole thing through from start to finish. If you're doing a longer book, then spot checks by tapping on
Flying
word.
there. Can you believe it? Rip Lucky is this guy.
Etc. Let's have a look at that complex spread like this.
Steve smells the horn. Sniff, sniff. Steve tastes the horn. Lick, lick. Finally, Steve bites the horn. Nom, nom.
There we go. So, and that one with lots of text on a path, here it is.
Check it out. Pretty amazing, huh? I'm so fancy. Way better than a ribbon. Don't you love it? Exceptional, don't you think?
Actually, just did you see that on that word up here? Oops, let me go back.
Way better than a ribbon.
When it said better, or better, it actually had a little bit of black on there. It's quite hard to show. I'll just try it once more.
Way better than a ribbon.
There you go. So if you want to do any fine tuning on that sort of thing, we just go back, and that will be because we've got a slight overlap on that page. So let's try and find that page. If I go to here, it will tell me I'm on page 13. So in InDesign, go to page 13, and way better than a ribbon. So yeah, it's this bit here. I think there was a little overlap there. So if I just maybe get my pencil tool and do a little line through that there, then we're not going to have an overlap from the word than and better. Also, there might have been a slight maybe delay at the start of some of the page turns. So if you want to change anything like that, I saw one maybe here. If you go,
Steve smells the horn.
That's pretty good. There.
This is Steve.
You see how there's a little bit of a pause before the word this actually started. So that's very easy to change as well. Any timings like that you need to change, you can just change the numbers. The numbers are what is being used. So when it says this is Steve, I might just put an extra couple of seconds in there. So you can change that number just manually by maybe changing that to a 9. And remember, in your read aloud panel, you've got a way to preview them by selecting and clicking on that button. Apart from that, we've got a nice valid EPUB. Oh yeah, let's have a look at that text file. So where it said page 16, it says the word exceptional is missing from all text frames. And that is usually because it's got mixed styling. So if I go to page 16 and say the word exceptional. What's this, page 16? Right there. Yes, that's what it is. You see how the quote is a different size to that word. So let's just play that and see what we get.
But Steve, says Bob, I don't see a beautiful gold horn on your head. You are not exceptional.
Yeah, so that's not too bad. That quote is not being highlighted at the same time as that word because it's actually a different element in the coding. So if you can live with that, then there's no problem. And that's going to be the same for all of these, a little bit of mixed styling. If it's really a problem, then that's a manual change to some of the code, which we can help you with. It's very easy to do if you're into coding, that sort of thing. So I hope you enjoyed the demo from start to finish. We have created a fixed layout ebook. I'm going to put some links here so you can download CircularFLO, and also why not download the ebook. You can get a free sample or maybe even buy it, the book from Kids Can Press. Thanks for watching. CircularFLO.com if you want to get in touch or you have any questions. Thanks a lot.